Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Well, it's a formation, this, Jim, with a packed midfield, isn't it?
Yeah, and it allows for a lot of flexibility, Peter. You know, combative without the ball, expansive with it. It's a system that's naturally going to ask an awful lot from your central striker, but also for anyone positioned out wide. You're the key supply route, and at the same time, the defensive cover. So, effectively, you're the lungs...
He's going for goal! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Something rather special to us know about Take Kubo's outrageous dribbling skills.
Yeah, the kind of player everyone loves to watch, Peter, myself included. There's much more to his game than just dribbling, though.
So if you haven't seen him before, you're in for a treat.
You certainly are.
Cambiasso. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, we expected better, and so did he. That defender was unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. He's got away. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Cambiasso running with the ball. He is through here. Schneider. That's very neat. Schneider stood his ground strongly. Rijkaard did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Bergkamp. Van Dijk. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Bergkamp. Inter Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Rijkaard is always scanning the pitch for targets. In with the challenge. And it's Eto'o. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, it's Bergkamp. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Neither of these two want to come off second best. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Kupchu. Ronaldinho. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And he's managed to get free. Oh, look at the space. Oh! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Oh, shooting chance! Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Zanetti. To Schneider. Cordoba. Bergovi. Half-time rapidly approaching, and it's still goalless. Cambiasso. And it's Bergkamp. Michu. He's looking wide. Roberto Carlos is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. Cambiasso. And it's Maicon. And that has left him in a heap. Little doubt, that is a foul. Oh, that's a booking, always looked it. It's a pretty loose pass. Kubo. Here's Caceres. Ronaldinho. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And the game has already resumed here.
Well, I suppose from a defensive perspective, Peter, neither manager can be too unhappy. I just wonder which team is going to...
Decent chance! And he's really put himself on the line here.
The taker has to look for options, because an aerial supply doesn't look promising here.
Yeah, they need to be thinking in terms of guile, deception, don't they? And now, he's having a hit! And he has kept it out somehow!
Carlos actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Roberto Carlos plays it short. He's having a go! So, third corner of the game. Can spring out of defence. Now it's Mbappe. Cordoba. And it's Bergomi. And Zanetti. Schneider. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Now it's Mbappe. 0-0 still. It's a game that needs a bit of life injected. Kubo is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Adriano. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Van Dijk. Guardiola. That's a good run down the left. Oh, that's fabulous. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Driving, and he's had it! Cleared without complication. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bergkamp. No breakthrough and well into the second period. It is still anyone's game. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Caceres is very much the model of the modern-day fullback. Bergomi. Raul. desperate to get on the score sheet, but not this time.
Flamengo really have stepped it up now. They could have been a bit more greedy and forced the issue.
Cambiasso. And it's Maicon. It's Bergkamp. Now it's Eto'o. That's beautifully... Adriano! Had a swing, but it wasn't to be.
Adriano really had a decent crack at that. It was a full-blooded effort.
Guardiola. Cambiasso hurtling down that right flank. Zanetti. And this is Schneider. Knocks it out wide. He has found the way through. And he shoots! The most accurate pass. And it's Cambiasso. And Zanetti. And that is a good ball to find him.
Inter really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Adams. Van Dijk. Guardiola. Schneider. It's Schneider! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Schneider really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Inter Milan get their fourth corner. Flamengo are looking to go forward now. Oh, he's defended very well against those tricky feet. And it's Maicon. Now he's got space here. Bergkamp.
Listen, it may well finish this way because it's been so tight all the way through, but equally, we might still get a moment of magic, a mistake, or a refereeing decision to influence otherwise. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, he's got to be disappointed with that. Ronaldinho. Distributed tidily. He's in a great position here. Oh, lovely feeding, is such a good mover. Zanetti. This ended up in no man's land. Now it's Mbappe. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a tough one to gauge. Defensive dominance combined with wastefulness in attack, and the outcome inevitable. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter certainly had some good moments, Peter. There were plenty of encouraging spells that more should have been made of.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening.
Senhoras e senhores, pedimos sua colaboração com o nosso programa beneficente Chance no Futebol.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. So it's away we go then. Bergomi making his 100th appearance here today, of course.
Well, that milestone might be on the back of his mind, Peter, although I'm pretty sure he'll just go about his business as usual. It's just one of the many achievements he'll go on to reach from here.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Zanetti stood his ground strongly. Schneider. Quality ball. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No, that was never going to make it. He's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Pass somewhat off target. Oh, that's a key interception. Inter Milan controlling the possession in this early phase. Can he get it through? Oh, super ball! Goes for a shot! He's had it nicked away. And he's fouled in there.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
What a start. Free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. There's not much doubt that this will be played into the penalty area. That was travelling. Oh, what a mistake! Certain amount of room for debate here, but a goal kick's been given. Oh no, what has happened here? And he's managed to gift it back. Cambiasso. Now it's Schneider. And this is Roberto Carlos. Roberto Carlos just loves to go forward whenever he can.
There they go, hunting again.
Now it's Eto'o. Now it's João Pedro. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Looking to play him in. Cordoba promptly onto that, and that is that. No goals as yet. But it's Eto'o. Bergkamp. And here's Cambiasso. Pass is just off target. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to...
It's Cambiasso! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Now it's Messi. Flamengo are looking to break at pace. João Pedro. Mbappe is onto this. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Schneider. And it's Eto'o. Now it's Bergkamp. Unrelenting, uncompromising pressure on him. João Pedro. Oh, good spread. And this is the Neymar. He's found some space. Roberto Carlos defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vermi. Distributed tidily. Oh, that's fabulous. Good ball, good take. Oh, well played, well played. Zanetti. Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Zanetti. Challenge just a bit on the firm side.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And he has been fouled there. It's a good 30, 35 yards out, this. Oh, lots on that one, but he couldn't find the target. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And here's Bergkamp. Look at the space here. He is through here. Shot, surely! Goal!
And for such a big name in your side to register very close to the break, not only creates a real buzz in your dressing room during the break, but dispirits the opposition too, and sets up a decent chance to go on and finish this game to their liking now.
That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way.
Indicados 2 minutos de acréscimo.
Inter Milan have fired themselves in front.
And I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
A lot of space ahead of him. Now the cross. Cleared without hesitation. And that'll be the final action of the first half. A very combative, competitive half with just the one decisive moment. It's been compelling stuff.
Yeah, on the face of it, it looks a fair reflection of what we've all seen, Peter. Some incisive play one side, battling qualities on the other. I think this game is there to be won, and a minor tweak maybe all it needs to change it.
Inter Milan are 1-0 up at half-time, and it's all to play for.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 1, Neymar. Camisa 4, camisa 16.
Well, if you're ahead, it's a good time to start moving the ball quicker, Peter. Entice your opponents out. See if you can open them up a bit
Camisa
more.
20, camisa 24.
This is the time you need that pace.
That's Valverde. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's shifting through the gears here. Shapes to shoot! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Chance! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. No way through there. Cambiasso. Here's a man who his teammates can look to in all times. But this is Eto'o. Eto'o driving through the middle. And the shot! Loose ball, and he shoots! And he thumps it clear.
How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Messi. Inter Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal.
Público presente na partida de
Changes
hoje.
it with that pass.
80.314
Messi is sporting a
espectadores.
guilty look after that.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
And he's there to clear it. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Bergamo. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
There's a lot of football still to be played, Peter, so ideally they need to maintain an attacking endeavour.
And it's Eto'o. Zanetti. Bergkamp. Inter Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. And the score is 1-0. Schneider, and he's managed to get free. It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Inter Milan presented with a golden opportunity here. The chance to pull further clear. And it's hit the woodwork and out. And there's the clearance. It's a throw-in. Cambiasso. Antonetti. Oh, and they're quick to press here, right on top of them. Eto'o. Maicon.
Niceties are not part of this approach. This is actually quite aggressive. Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
It's not gone well. Haaland. Schneider. Knocks it into space. And this is Eto'o. He's found a way through. Eto'o! It's a loose ball. Goes for goal! Pulls out once more.
Substituição no time do Flamengo. Camisa 5, camisa 15.
That's a
Deixando
decent
o
ball.
campo para a
The most
entrada
accurate
de
pass.
camisa 13,
Bergkamp.
camisa 14.
Still just that single goal and we are nearly done. Eto'o, good driving run. Camavinga is the guilty party there. Camavinga did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Yeah, they look as if they're intent, Peter, on stopping him outside the laws of the game, so the referee is going to have to be very alert here.
And here's Bergkamp. Now there's a fine ball. And it's Zanetti.
Inter can really think about the precious seconds that took off the clock. No need to overly commit now.
He has found a way through. Oh, whistle's gone, now then. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Flamengo on the spot for parity.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find the winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
It's a foul. It could be a penalty. And the referee has given a free kick just outside the box. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Roberto Carlos! They've got to be quick to recover this. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Bergkamp. Now it's Haaland. Hops him off it and wins back the ball. Little doubt, that is a foul. And that's going to be a booking. And he can clear it away. And we're done. A draw and a highly unpredictable one. Their share of momentum shifts, highly entertaining until the very end. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2
Senhoras e
hours,
senhores,
it might not feel
sejam
like that.
bem-vindos à
The
partida
stadium
de
is full of
hoje.
noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it is far from being the biggest in Brazil, this stadium. The capacity barely 16,000 or so, but there is really nothing quite like the noise and the highly charged air that these demanding Santos folk can generate. And already we're underway here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Well, Peter, this guy, Son, is one of the quickest players around at this level, and he uses it to great effect. His willingness to run at and beyond defences just adds to that raw pace, and it'll mean he'll always be a threat here.
Yeah, the easiest way to make a difference is to score, so no argument there. Yamal. He has found the way through. Vardiol did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. He's picked his way through. Yamal's cross. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. Yamal, not one to pass up the chance to run up the defence. He loves those duels.
Well, you can't grumble when a player at least tries to make something happen.
The most accurate pass. Yamal. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Now it's Eto'o. That pass isn't the best. Rafinha. And it's Eto'o. He's had it nicked away.
Yeah, the crowd have tried to spark some excitement, but to no avail. This needs something explosive.
It could be in here. Cordoba cuts it out. Zanetti. Rafinha. And this is Son Heung-min. And he's found a way past. Son Heung-min! Off the post. And here's Neymar. Rafinha. Ended up in no man's. He's going for goal! And that is doing no harm at all.
Well, that always looked a little ambitious for me, but still, at least he had the confidence to take it on.
Michael. That was not gone well. Rafinha. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, it's played into the area. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Roberto Carlos. This is Adriano.
Oh, really well played.
He's got away. That defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. He's shifting through the gears here. Bergkamp was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
And this is Son Heung-min.
Yeah, that works for me. The denial of movement, blunt and brusque.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Yamal. Neither of these two want to come off second best. That has found him in acres of space. Rafinha. Cambiasso. Pass somewhat off target. This is Son Heung-min. It's Son Heung-min! He's got away with one there. Roberto Carlos. And it's Bergkamp. Knocks it out wide.
Well, he certainly...
And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. So your views on the first half?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been poor. Not a single shot on goal tells you all you need to know, Peter. Everything seems a little hurried to me, a little rushed, panicked even at times.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Substituição no time do Santos. Camisa 6, camisa 15, camisa 20, Neymar.
Both sides defensively robust up to now.
Camisa 11, camisa 4,
It's Bergkamp.
camisa
That's
43.
fabulous. And a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Eto'o is offering a wry smile there.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Decent chance! It didn't come off, but an audacious effort.
Well, there wasn't much else on.
Oh, what's he done? Finds himself...
Well, what a restart this has been. A top player striking early. The perfect fillip to push on from what was a stunning finish.
And it has to be said, an absolute gift.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Inter Milan have taken the lead.
Well, talk about the perfect start to the second half. They've certainly come out with more purpose, more energy, and it's paid off beautifully.
Promising build-up, there's plenty of really nice passing. Hernandez, Rodri, and Bastoni. And it's Rodri. It's a pretty loose pass. Shifted it to the flank. Hazard will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Adriano, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Hazard, well seen, saw that coming. And this is Eto'o, and he's onside. Goes for a shot! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
They
starting to look very comfortable. Oh, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Hazard. Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable... There's the shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Now he wants to get in on the act here.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
It's been taken short. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. Eto'o going face-to-face with his great rival. Rodri. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And this is Bergkamp. He is through here. That'll be a throw-in. He's going to be disappointed with that. And he's managed to get free.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Maicon. And this is Eto'o. Zanetti. And here's Schneider. That has ended up in no man's land. Yamal tries making a foray down the right. Cordoba. To Cambiasso. Schneider. All the way back. Nice try, but he wasn't buying it. And it's Zanetti. Bergkamp. Hernandez. Kimmich. Yamal. Couldn't squeeze it through. Well, that is not the best ball. He offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Inter Milan have time on their side now, as well as a two-goal lead. It is just about done. Hazard. And that is as far as they're going to go. Roberto Carlos. And it's Cambiasso. He's certainly caught in there. It's a free kick. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it. Julio Cesar. Oh, he's been caught napping. Good effort from distance. He scored! And what a climax we have here! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
Santos give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get. Inter nearly finished it off there, but now it's a case of waiting for the
3
whistle.
minutos de acréscimo.
Schneider. Kimmich. And Hazard. Looking for the run. Cambiasso. Zanetti. That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan proudly puff out their chests in victory. They know that was a battle. They know it could so easily have gone the other way. And they are clearly so happy to have won it.
Senhoras e senhores,
Eto'o picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Well, the manager's pumped here, Peter. He has every right to be after leading his team to such a fine performance. It shows exactly what it means to him. His passion is pouring out.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. Inter Milan have yearned for this. Now they must earn it. If they can earn a point over the next 90 minutes, they are going up. Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Inter Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And it's Neymar. Threads one in. So Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
This man Rudiger's going to be a very stern test for any attacker to beat, Peter. He's amongst the smartest defenders around with his positioning, and he's got the pace and strength to deal with the quickest opponent. He's not going to fall for cheap tricks either. He's just not that type to dive into tackles.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. It's a great gallop down the right-hand side. A pretty loose pass. Michael. It's a throw-in. Neither of the teams has yet taken the initiative. Schneider. Foot in. Pedri. Quarter of an hour played. Neymar. Vinicius Junior. This looks promising. That's very neat. Goes down, but nothing given. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Aims beyond the defence. Looking for options for movement. Bale gets into some space. Cambiasso.
Well, neither team has yet managed to impose any authority, and as a consequence, this game's just drifted.
And it's Schneider. Flamengo look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible.
Nice bit of skill, and he's away. Baresi demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Roberto Carlos. Cambiasso. Zanetti. Vinicius Junior. 30 minutes gone. Well, that's well spotted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
waits on his marker. Ronaldinho was in no mood for any of that. Knocks it into space. Now it's Bale. Can he get it through? Oh, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And he's got the beating of his man. He's been bundled over. That is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Roberto Carlos ready to try one. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Roberto Carlos! Nicely shaped ball. Bergomi calmly anticipates. Zanetti. And it's Bergkamp. Schneider pouring through the... And a chance! And he nearly went all the way.
Schneider clearly is trying to be too clever there. He should have gone with his instincts.
That's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Pedri. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Passing is crisp and sharp. And that'll be the last act of the first half. It hasn't been a bad watch, not by any means. The intensity levels are there. We've just lacked that telling breakthrough moment. So we reached the halfway point.
Inter really did turn up the tempo at the end of the half, and while they'll be disappointed not to have broken through, obviously, the chances will come, provided they can keep producing good spells. It's been a half with significantly more positives than negatives, I feel.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Here we go again then.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Schneider powering forward here. Adriano. Now that looks a decent ball. Ronaldinho, very much a man of this moment. Can he get onto this? Zanetti gets across to intercept that. Cambiasso for Maicon. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yes, ended up in no man's land. Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Baresi did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Julio Cesar claims comfort. He came in hard, very hard. Tries to play it through. Oh, that's nice. They're Some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way
L'affluenza di
through.
quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Pass somewhat off target. Schneider has it in a wide position. Flamengo are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Vitinha is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
And it's Eto'o. And here's Schneider. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection of what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
There they go, hunting in pants. Adriano. Now there's a fine ball. He's found some space. And the shot! Spectacular save! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
And we have our very first corner. He's gone for goal. And no one is overly concerned about that.
Well, it was an ambitious attempt, but it'll keep the defence on its toes at least.
Passes coming off in quick succession here. And here's Bale. Vitinha. Neither of these two want to come off second best.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Cambiasso. Eto'o. He's on it. Can he get away? Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Nicely weighted ball. He's picked his way through. He's a sharp little ball here. Goes for a shot! Oh, that's incredible! And that might well be that! A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Flamengo take the lead. Now it's just a question of holding on.
There's still a bit left in it, Peter, but they should find the necessary to avoid a slip-up now.
Schneider. And it's Roberto Carlos. Well, that is one way to stop him. Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. And he has shown him a yellow card.
Well, they're struggling to cope with a pacey dribble because they've not been at it as a team. I think the collective pressure needs to be better all round.
Now this could be a pivotal moment. Dying minutes, free kick, great position. Great reaction. Now who's going to be first to this?
Il quarto uomo indica
Oh, he's
2
been
minuti
caught
di
napping.
recupero.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. That's pretty clear. It is a foul. Costa Curta has got the wrong side of the referee and got himself a yellow card for his troubles. The final whistle is imminent, but I do think he'll allow time for this free kick. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And claimed it back swiftly. And that's it. So in the end, one goal did it. An exciting encounter where both sides produced a genuine effort to go on and win it, but neither was able to add to the scoreline in the end. You look back on the game then, Jim.
Inter could still be playing, Peter, and probably still be trying to score. It might just be causing some edginess to the camp.
Inter Milan are utterly focused on their objective here. A single point and the job is done. Can they do it? Well, you've got to say the Nerazzurri certainly know how to create an atmosphere. 80,000 here in black and blue. The dress code is a strict one. They've got underway here pretty promptly. Inter Milan come into this game needing something. To fall short here would impact horribly on their future, immediate and beyond. And it's Forlan. Hazard. Now, can they get him away? It's Lewandowski! Oh, super goal! A finish right from the top draw. And Gremio are in front. He just absolutely speared that in.
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Good pressing, squeezing the play. Adams. Nesta. It's Kimmich. And here's Lewandowski. Tries to pass it through. That'll be a throw-in. Good steal, he just read it. Schneider goes on a charge down the left. Eto'o! Sensational from Eto'o! A finish of true class! Oh, huge goal, massive goal. They hit the reset button and we're back where we were. The purest possible contact. What a fabulous strike.
I think it was probably past the keeper before he even saw it. Incredible he got so much power with so little backlift.
And that has added a whole new complexion to the game.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. And that's definitely not his best. Oh, it's Bergkamp. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Serginho. Premio trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition defence.
Just looking for that one telling pass. Cambiasso. Adriano stood his ground strongly. Scholes did well to emerge with the ball. It's a contest to keep an eye on. Hazard puts his foot on the gas, and it's Forlan. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Roberto Carlos. Cambiasso. Bergkamp. Adriano, a player so deservedly decorated. It's Adriano! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Adriano actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Inter Milan with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Goes for a shot! Premio looking to go forward now. Certainly caught him there, it's a free kick.
Plenty of jostling in that box, they just need a good delivery.
So, another set play. In by Bergkamp.
Cambiasso really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Out towards the flank. Adriano. Oh, he's got a sight of goal. He's got to goal! Big relief, it just needed better contact.
It wasn't the best strike, to be honest, Peter. The pass might have been a better option there.
Oh, what has happened here? Adriano. Oh, that's fabulous. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
I'm not sure the shot was ever on there, really. There were just too many bodies in the way, Peter.
And this is Lewandowski. Oh, this is a shooting chance! And it's a goal! That is a super smooth goal. Beautiful manoeuvring of the ball and splendid authority in the finish.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Premio go into the lead. Adriano. And that's a good ball. Roberto Carlos has it out wide and in space. Scholes. Premio do have a chance to counter here. It could be in here. Good take. Lewandowski! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Forlan conceives a free kick for that. that'll be the last act of the first half. So, engaging and still right on edge. Plenty of signs to suggest this will turn out to be a really good one. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of...
And the finish! And that is doing no harm at all. Roberto Carlos. And it's Zanetti. To Cambiasso. And it's Bergkamp. Can he get it through? He's in plenty of space here. Scholes, who is always looking to break lines. To Roberto. Looking for the run. Great vision, always onto this. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Maicon getting this one clear. Maicon. Well, they are still trailing, and they require a change of fortune pretty sharpish. It's Asa! Schneider. Zanetti. Pass somewhat off target. Scholes. Oh, that's well spotted. Hazard. Serginho. Now it's Forlan. And it's Roberto. To Hazard.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di 80.953 spettatori.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. And that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And this is Eto'o.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now then, the ball's come loose.
Such good technique.
He has found the way through. Bayer, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Eto'o. Bergkamp. Is there any support? He might not need it. Oh, that's a fine challenge.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And it's Zanetti. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Schneider plowing through the middle. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Inter Milan with this to equalise. Wonderful save by Vitor Bayer. Should have equalised.
Well, I think that look says it all, Peter. Brilliant save from the keeper. He read the situation superbly.
Corner number 2 then.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He is through here. Scholes gets good distance on it. Looking for options for movement. Picked up, good shot, goal! And it's come back out to him. It's a goal! Parity in the showpiece game. It has all the hallmarks of an epic.
Well, that's certainly lightened the mood on the bench, Peter. Although the boss is clearly telling his players to keep their heads, he'll now need to make some bold decisions to back that up.
Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder.
Shoots! It's loose, and oh, he's been caught napping.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Can he finish?
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And the referee brings it to a close. Into the land of going up. It is the point they needed.
Lo svolgimento della partita. Grazie.